Hey guys, it's the Mysis here, and welcome back to another video. Sorry for the lack of uploads. We have a very special video that we're working on, and it's taken a while to record and edit. Make sure you don't miss it by subscribing and turning on post notifications. Trust me, it's gonna be a banger.
Many things have changed since we last uploaded a video on Season 6. If you haven't seen that video yet, we highly suggest watching it by clicking the card in the top right corner. You might get lost in this video, so be sure to check that one out. At the start of Season 7, an iceberg crashed into the southwest corner of the map and created new POI areas. These areas included Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, and Frosty Flights. Polar Peak was the main attraction in Season 7 because as the weeks progressed, it started to melt. Once the snow was gone, it uncovered a castle that belonged to the Tier 100 skin, the Ice King.
Week 7 of the season, a giant hologram of the Ice King covered the map with a ton of snow. This snow created zombies that nobody wanted. This was the climax of the season. Nothing else exciting happened.
And now we're here, Fortnite Season 8. We got a volcano, hamster balls, and absolutely no lore. Let's start with the volcano. Where in the world did that come from? Everything else that changed the map had a reason. The cube came from a lightning blast, Leaky came from an explosion of the cube, Polar Peak came from an iceberg. This volcano was so random and came out of nowhere. It feels like Epic Games doesn't care about how the community reacts to crazy changes and just places them there for fun. Like the hamster balls. Why were they added? Nobody knows, and people usually just use them for the memes.
Now, we're not here to completely hate on Season 8. There are some good things about the season that make the game enjoyable. Here are some pros to Season 8. Number 1. There's much more mobility in the game to outrun the storm. From cannons to hamster balls to geysers. If you're ever in a predicament with a storm, you'll always have an escape route. Number 2. Tourney rules were added to normal mode. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Number 3. There's now somewhat a skill gap. Players that are experienced at the game can now play in tournaments such as Arena and Gauntlet. This makes the game so much easier for the new guys that just want to have fun playing. Number 4. SMGs finally aren't meta anymore. Everyone still carries an SMG, but the game isn't spray and pray anymore, thankfully.
Of course, with pros come cons. Number 1. Vaulted weapons. Epic Games decided to take out a bunch of balanced weapons and items and send them to the vault. They took out the bolt action sniper, heavy shotguns, grapplers, burst ARs, the ATK, shopping carts, you get the point. They took out things that the community loved. Number 2. Competitive gameplay. These past weeks of competitive game modes have been brutal. Endgame is flooded with a minimum of 30 people and half of them are in hamster balls. Yes, a solution could be to just break them, but with the storm constantly moving, it's near impossible. The servers are insanely laggy, which is becoming a huge problem for players trying to qualify for the World Cup, which brings me into my next point. With the World Cup coming up right around the corner, it's grind season for many streamers. And with all the competitive problems right now, it's grind season for Epic Games too. With the $30 million on the line, Epic has got to do something about their servers. Maybe use some of that money to possibly fix them. Many streamers are having this problem. Check out this clip.
Bang, 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 bang! Bang, 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 bang! Bang, 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 bang!
See, with better servers that wouldn't have happened. Many streamers have also addressed the too much money situation.
It actually sucks because of how much money's on the line.
Yeah. You can say that again, dude.
Like I've said it on stream, it's just like, I wish the World Cup wasn't as much money as it is. The game's not even anywhere
Stream
close
with
to
an hour
perfect.
delay? No, we'll get cloud farm if we stream with an hour delay. If people see where we're landing, they'll land there. That's a problem.
I just think the game's nowhere close to where it needs to be to have that amount of money as a prize pool.
We think the World Cup should be postponed until Epic Games has solved these problems revolving around the competitive gameplay.
Now the real question is, what does Epic Games have in store for the future? Well, we don't necessarily know what Epic Games has in store for us, but with some evidence we can confirm that there will be some major event happening in Season 8. Maybe something that has to do with underground. Around the map there are some dig sites. No one knows why they're there, but everything that Epic Games adds always has a significance. Also, what's up with that helicopter going around the map? Well, we'll leave that up to you guys. But hey, that's just a theory. Again.